Guys, Mr. Dele Farotimi has reacted to Tinubu's minister who is alleged to have forged his certificate. So guys, Mr. Dele Farotimi said, like father, like son. We all know that this forgery of a thing started with Tinubu and now his minister has been caught in the same trap. Now, Mr. Dele Farotimi tweeted and said, I don't know him and I know Sendam, but this guy is more honorable than every other person in the cabinet from which he has honorably resigned. When is the aspiring Hilter of Obiakpo resigning? And would the honorable president be following suit? So Mr. Dele Farotimi is saying that this man has resigned. So he has honorably resigned. And when is Wike, let me call it by name, Hilter of Obiakpo and the president, when are they going to resign? All the people who have been caught up in the net of forging certificates in Nigeria are not supposed to be in leadership positions. So guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at how Barrister Effiong has really talked on this and how sad it is that among Nigerian politicians, we still have this case of forgery, you know, coming up every time. Take your time, watch this video and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now take a look.
There was a report that there were issues with the certificates. And it was reported by the People's Gazette that when he ran for governor, in his INEC form, nomination form, the qualification that he stated was secondary school. He never indicated, according to the People's Gazette, that he had a university degree or that he went through the NYSC. Has that been debunked? The answer is no. Now, 2 years after, in 2025, they are telling us he graduated. Where is your certificate? You are the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Shewun. I don't know if Nigerians underscore the gravity of this matter. We are not just dealing with any random ministry. We are dealing with a portfolio that speaks to the innovation of the country.
Quickly, if you say where is the certificate, we gain access to a collage of what the minister submitted to the Senate during screening. So there is a certificate. Now, and some of these things are tendered under oath, except if you now say he has perjured himself and you're saying some of these documents are not factual or they are not real or they are fake. But that is a portfolio that a minister, a collage of what the minister sent to the National Assembly, which included an NYSC discharge certificate, included a university certificate. Yes, he has one, and is now public.
Interesting. So, while preparing for this interview, I meticulously and indeed dispassionately reviewed the certificates in circulation, which you have just projected. Shewun, let me start from the correspondence dated 2nd of October 2025, signed by Professor Simon Otwanya, a legal practitioner, who is the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. In his written correspondence to Premium Times, he stated inter alia, flowing from above, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka did not, Shewun, the phrase did not, is capitalized, is in caps, and consequently could not, again, capitalize, have issued the purported certificate or at all in July 1985 to Mr. Geoffrey Uchechukwu Nnaji, the current Minister of Health and Technology. Now, I also have here the purported Bachelor of Science in Microbiology / Biochemistry in circulation. You can look at it. I believe you are projecting it. Now, this is a certificate that he claims he obtained upon his graduation in July 1985. This is a certificate that he purportedly submitted. He is said to have submitted to the Nigerian Senate. The question is, did the university issue these documents? The Vice Chancellor has said on record, I have shown you the correspondence, that they did not issue it. All that he said, I've said, and that is why I started on that note, is that he graduated. I didn't hear him say he was issued this certificate said to have been submitted to the Senate.
So there was a defense also in court linked to Minister Nnaji as to the fact that the university did not issue the certificate in which he tendered. Well, I'm wondering who actually issued it. But bear in mind that every person that gets to that point of being nominated for a ministerial position has to go through a scrutiny by security agencies. Yes. Could it have been an oversight, or what exactly could have happened along the line?
Shaun, I will quickly answer your question.
All of that.
I will answer your, but please permit me, because in answering that, to also introduce that of the NYSC. Because the minister also, according to correspondence he said to have submitted to the Senate, he said he went through the NYSC. Now, I have here the certificate of national service, said that purportedly speaks to his attendance or participation in the NYSC scheme. Shaun, if you look at the document dated 15 May 1986, it is said to have been signed by a designation national director. The investigation has now unraveled that the signature of the purported national director is the one of one Colonel Brimo, Animation Brimo. Now, as at the time that the minister claimed he enrolled for the NYSC, in 1985, the person who ought to have signed this document was not Colonel Animation Brimo, but Colonel Edet Akpan. Now, guess what? Even the number on the certificate, it has the digits of certificates issued within that period. They are without alphabet. It don't start with an A. That is not the end of the matter, Shaun. By this same document, it purports that he enrolled for the NYSC 3 months before his purported graduation from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in July 1985. Now, how did all this escape the scrutiny of the Nigerian State Security Service? Shaun, as I speak to you, the State Security Service has maintained a conspiratorial silence, conspiracy. Now, Premium Times has also stated, as corroborated by People's Gazette, that when his name was submitted for screening, the NYSC had flagged this purported document and distanced itself that they cannot speak to the genuineness of sin. How come that the Nigerian Senate cleared him, allowed him to become a minister? If he actually participated in the NYSC, I participated. I served in the Ministry of Justice on those states. You can walk into the ministry today. You can go to the NYSC today. You can take pictures that I
give me a moment. Give me a moment, please. We need to go on another break, but when we return, I'd like to know, for a benefit of the doubt, maybe the minister could just come out and explain himself. He would have classmates, he would have people he graduated, maybe pictures of his graduation. It's important to clear the air. The presidency is not talking about. This is a big slap, isn't it? Because we've seen this in the past. How come people rise to this position with fraudulent certificate, allegedly, at the moment, until these things are clear? We're going to break, and when we return, our final and closing moment with Barrister FM. Thanks so much, everyone. We're totally out of time. Let's allow Mr. Inibe Effiong to give us his closing thoughts on this matter, just in about 30 seconds. What do you think as a nation, or as the presidency, the government of the day, how should this be handled? It's going to be a total shame if this comes to all truth.
This minister must be immediately suspended, pending conclusion of investigation. He must be referred to a law. He has to surrender himself tomorrow morning to the police for investigation for forgery. Otherwise, they will be telling Nigerians that we are running a government of certificate forgers, that we are running a government of criminality. The allegations remain allegations, but the government must show willingness to investigate it. The government must show willingness to address it. We cannot have a minister of innovation whose innovation is now being linked to alleged certificate forgery. A minister of technology whose technological skill is being now purportedly attributed to forgery. The comment made by the gentleman, the aide of the minister. I listened to the press interview earlier. He said a couple of things, but there is one point that he did not make. Maybe I did not hear him. You can correct me, but I did not hear anywhere where the gentleman stated clearly or categorically that the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology was issued with a Bachelor of Science degree in any course. All he said was that he graduated in 1985. What does that entail? If you say someone has graduated, are you saying the person has written all the courses, all the examinations, and has passed? Are you saying the person has convocated? Are you saying the person was issued with a certificate? I can speak to you today as the legal practitioner, not because I was admitted into the University of Uyo to study law, no. Not because I undertook several courses in law, no. Not even because I attended law courses, but because in addition to my admission, in addition to my attending courses, undertaking examinations and passing same, the university deemed me fit in character and learning and issued me with an LLB. The same for the Nigerian law school, which I attended. So when he said the minister graduated, why did he not proceed to say that the minister was issued with a certificate, which is what the contention is? Now let us even go to what the issues are. What is not disputed is that Mr. Uche Nnaji indeed was offered admission by the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. His matriculation number 1981 30725. These facts have been stated by the Vice Chancellor of the university. The question is, did he graduate? If the answer is in the affirmative, was he issued a certificate? Now, beyond even the Premium Times report, because they want to make this simply about, oh, Premium Times reported. Don't forget that when this same minister was nominated for this ministerial position by the president, after he had failed in his bid to occupy the office of governor for the gubernatorial position in Enugu State.
Quickly take you through some of the reactions coming from Mr. Odinkanu's tweet. This person said, learning from their boss, and he put Tinubu, this one is the real issue, Tinubu's disqualification, drug trafficking and money laundering case, and $460K for future, $460K for future, 25% in FCT, forged certificate, INEC not following its guideline. This person has enumerated all the ills of Tinubu here, saying that this man is actually learning from Tinubu. And this other person here saying, you know, remember, it will cause me severe damages. The Bobo Chicago, like father, like son. So they are just making, reference to Tinubu's Chicago related whatever. This person says, severe irreparable harm will be done to me if Chicago University releases my record. Tinubu begs US senior judge. Hey, this one is powerful, honestly. And now this person now here tweeted and said, hey, geez. Let me take you through more of the reactions. This person here says, it's always the same circles with criminals in Agbado running to court with battalions of SANS to bury the forgeries under legal grammar. If your certificate is real, you don't need a courtroom. Nigeria has become a theater where thieves hire lawyers to sanctify their crimes. And this person says, APC is a bad example to Nigerian youth and even adults. Whether it is Buhari, Tinubu, or their lieutenants, they are all evil creatures. I still believe Nigeria would have been better off if we had continued with where Jonathan left off, rather than with the Buhari's interjection. And this other person here, police, Nigerian police, when are you going to sue Minister Nnaji for forgery? Are you not supposed to uphold Nigeria's integrity? B, because official bar has not given a go-ahead order. This is a bad image of the nation. How can forgers go to court to do what? To buy justice? And this other person say, Prof, you seem to have inadvertently skipped the gaffer who went to court in America and argued that releasing his purported Chicago State University certificate will cause him severe and irreparable harm. And this other person said here, these are the issues. This is the danger in setting bad precedent. Oh my God. And this person here said the minister has forged a certificate. The minister that forged the certificate is still in office. Official bad has no problem with that because he has no moral fabric to be a leader. Despite all the accusation against Wike, Tinubu didn't blink. What a shame. APC is nothing but a criminal gang with no shame. So these are some of the reactions from Nigerians. And this person said when a nation is built on an expired amalgamation, truth becomes optional and lies wear sick weeks. In Nigeria, forged certificates get defended by SANS instead of being exposed by law. The rot started from the foundation, not the courtroom. And another person say, of course, the result script will not be any different. Long adjournment and delay matters over jurisdictions. And this other person say the foundation of Nigeria's weaker institution is a beer parlor called court, the worst institution in the whole world. As in, is the court the worst institution? Judiciary is not the way it's worse in Nigeria, not as in the entire world. And this person say, and some SANS that got no conscience, that are ready to defend anything for money, will go to court and be defending what they ought to have been ashamed of talking about. A lawyer ought to be upright, but no, the so-called SANS are without integrity. So guys, these are Nigerians pouring out their minds. I don't know what you make of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.